according to the cloud. All right, welcome to Slow Flow. Let's go ahead and get started on our backs today. So you can lie down on your back. Keep your feet on the floor. Tuck your tailbone a little bit. And just kind of stretch your arms back and up over your head alongside your ears. Press your feet into the ground and really let your low back press into the floor. Breathe into that space. Tuck your chin toward your chest a bit. Relax the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades pressing down into the ground. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Bring your arms down to your sides. And then bring your right knee into your chest and hug it in and slowly extend your left leg long. Good. Flex your left foot and stretch your heel away from your right knee. Breathing. Good. And then go ahead and bring that foot down to the floor. Left foot to the floor, right foot to the floor, and switch. Bring the left knee into the chest. Start to flex the right foot, lift the toes, and slide the heel forward, extending the right leg. Pressing the heel away from the knee of the other leg. Breathing. Still feeling low back on the floor. Relax the shoulders and the face. Sigh it out. Good. And then bring your right foot back to the floor, left foot to the floor. And just take your feet wide as your mat and drop the knees together. Just windshield wiper the legs side to side here. Ooh, that's good. Just gently side to side. Awesome. Good. Bring feet back to hip distance apart and cross your left ankle on top of your right. Thread the needle. Take your left hand between your legs and your right arm around and either grab behind the thigh or around the shin of the right leg. Pull your leg towards you and press your left knee away from you, keeping the left foot flexed. Breathe. Release the low back. And then go ahead and drop the right foot to the floor and switch. Right ankle crosses on top of left thigh. Flex the right foot. Right knee presses away. And thread the needle. Pick up your left leg and draw it towards you. Release the low back. Breathe. Good. All right, we're going to hug both knees into the chest now. And take your arms out to the sides. Palms facing down. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Keep the arms pressing into the earth. Press the palms into the earth. Squeeze your legs together. And drop your knees over to the right towards your right armpit. Hover the legs off the ground, using your left arm to root you down. Squeeze the belly towards the spine, and then come back to center. Inhale, exhale, over to the left. Hover the legs off the ground. Try to stack that right leg directly on top of the left. Right shoulder and arm reach down. Maybe you look to the right, twisting. Bring legs back to center, and over to the right again. Moving with your breath through these two extremes of this twist, keeping the legs off of the ground for that extra abdominal workout. Nice spinal twist. Breathing. Good. Really use your core here and your arms. Especially drawing the core, kind of wrapping it around from back to front, drawing belly to spine. Notice how the weight has to shift. Like when you squeeze your belly in and the legs drop to the left, can you try to squeeze your right abdominals more? And try to kind of roll the right abdominals down to the ground, and then as your knees drop over to the right side and you're holding the legs there, can you squeeze the belly in and try to slide the left abdominals down towards the ground? Just noticing that action. as you move side to side. Keep breathing, that's the most important thing. One more repetition, both sides, and then release the feet back to the floor. Good. One more time, stretch your arms alongside your ears. This time take your hands together and interlace your fingers behind your head. And you're going to twist your hands around so that the palms face behind you. And press the palms towards the back wall. So your pinkies might be touching the ground here, arms are straight. Good, squeeze your elbows towards each other and really push through the fingers and wrists. Press back, but relax the face. From here, draw the low back, press the low back into the floor, and then extend the legs here again. Feet are flexed, full body stretch, reaching heels away from fingers, drawing belly down to the spine, and breathing. Good. Now release the hands, just reach back through your fingers, point your toes, full body stretch. Big inhale, exhale to release and relax. Great. Bring the knees back in. Just hug yourself into a little ball here, bring your nose to your knees. And we're going to either rock and roll up to seated, or you can just roll over onto one side and press yourself up, coming into a seated posture. Good. All right, beautiful. So from here, just some seated cat and cows. So you're going to pull the belly towards the spine, roll the shoulders forward, tuck the chin, and then inhale to lift tall through the spine, open the heart, roll the shoulders back, and then pull yourself against your knees, and exhale, rocking back, rounding the shoulders, building the spine. Inhale, lifting the heart, rolling the shoulders back, up. Just keep moving like that. Inhales and exhales. Good. Awesome. And just coming up to a comfortable seat, just taking a moment to close your eyes and kind of walk the buttocks side to side, just feeling like you can drop into those sit bones, lift up through the crown, lift the heart, shoulders back and down, and just close the eyes for a moment and just find a steady breath. Relax the muscles in the face, relax the body. And just notice the space all around you and all the sounds that you can hear. Any scent or aromas in the air, noticing your breath moving in and out, relaxing the eyes. Just being here, just coming into some soft presence. Bringing one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. Just being here. Breathing. Feel your hands rise and fall. Feeling this connection to yourself. And knowing that deep in the heart, to where we're connected out to everything that is. The heart field, the heart center. Energy that exists here that you can tap into, the energy of the heart, unites all living things, all things of this earth and beyond. Tapping into that heart frequency as you breathe in and out of the heart space, with a soft belly, soft shoulders, soft eyes. Both hands can come to the heart now in prayer or hand over heart. Bow your chin to your chest. Just taking a moment to reflect on what the heart needs. Something big, something small, something true. And allow that to form the basis of your intention for this little practice here today. Allow your intention to be something that exists in the present tense. So even if you don't think you have this thing in your life already, or you are this way, say it to yourself as if it's already true, starting to arrive in the physical sensations of what it might be like to be this or have this. Stating it to the universe like it's already true. I am blank. I have blank. Say it to yourself with feeling, with a ring of truth, whether you believe it or not. In this moment you do. Say it 3 times to yourself. And then let it go. You just let it drift off into the air, into the space around you. We'll continue to inform your practice in the background. Bring your hands down and open your eyes. All right, people, let's move a little bit more. Come onto your hands and your knees. Good. Cat-cow. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, rounding the spine. Good. 2, 3 more. Awesome. Circles with the torso. Rib cage. Moving in a circular motion. Just let it feel good. Change directions. Awesome. And then sit back into a child's pose. Bring your hips to your heels. Stretch your arms out ahead of you. Forehead to the mat. Good. We're going to pull ourselves forward and press ourselves up into a downward facing dog. You can pedal out your feet here. Spread your fingers wide. Press the ground away from you. Shake your head yes. Shake it no. Lift those hips up and back. Strong arms, strong legs. Long spine, long torso. Breathe. Release tension in the face. Good. You're going to walk your hands back towards your feet and find a forward fold. Good. And then we're going to bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, and roll up the spine one vertebra at a time, pressing feet into the ground, rising up to standing. Good. Root down through your feet. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Just bring the hands down to the heart center and find your Tadasana mountain pose. Good. Hands can come down again. Stand tall. Strong legs lifted up through the crown. Shoulders roll back and down. Breathe. Inhale up from the floor as you reach the arms up to the sky. And exhale to melt forward, melting the heart, folding over the legs. Good. Halfway lift on your inhale. Bring your upper back into your chest and lengthen your spine. Press the thighs back. Lift the inseam of the leg from the inner arches to the groins. Good. And forward fold. Hang over the legs. Awesome. Walk yourself slowly out to a plank pose. Top of a push-up, plank pose. Push the floor away from you. Strong legs, strong arms, strong core. Beautiful. All right, we're going to come down to forearms now. Come down to your forearms. Keep pressing the ground away from you. You can interlace your fingers if you like here. Ooh. Good. Then you're going to lift your hips up and send your gaze back towards your toes. Start to walk your feet in as you lift the hips up. Keep pressing into the elbows and forearms and drawing the belly up into the body, looking back. Dolphin pose. And try to bring your chest back towards your thighs. Good. And then walk yourself back to a forearm plank. You can release the hands, bring the right arm down, roll to a side plank. Just kind of roll over the edges of the feet. Good. Draw the buttocks in, the shoulders back as you lift the left arm, and then switch. Left forearm down, roll over the sides of the feet. Buttocks in, shoulders back, press the ground away, lift those hips, and then switch. Just 2 more times on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Back to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last one. Left side. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome. Back to forearm plank. Press up to plank pose. You got this. Woo! And then up and back to down dog. Oh my goodness. Woo! Downward facing dog. Good. Give yourself a child's pose. Ah, beautiful. Good. We're going to crawl ourselves forward now to a tabletop again. And then you're going to take your right arm down to the ground. Bring it through, reaching out to the left. Palm facing up. Right temple to the mat. Left hand can press the ground away as you turn the torso toward the ceiling, or maybe you walk the left arm out over the ear. Good, then we're going to slowly switch back to tabletop and left arm reaches through to the right. Right hand, use it as leverage, push the floor away. And maybe walk the right arm out over the ear. Good. Awesome. Good. Bring your knees backward under the hips if they're not already. Tuck your toes. And sit back on your heels. Ooh, good. Interlace your fingers. And press your palms forward. We did this already, right? Maybe let's do it the opposite way this time. Opposite index finger on top. Press the palms forward, reach up. Good. Drop down into the sit bones. Press your inner ankles back. So you're stretching the inner ankle to the inner heel, and that's stretching back behind you. Good. Reach up, press down through the feet, through the knees, and reach up. Draw the low ribs back, and press up. Spread the fingers, elbows towards your ears, but release the shoulder blades. Good. Release. Take your arms behind you, interlace your fingers here, roll the shoulders back, elbows towards each other. Stretch the knuckles down towards the floor. Lift the heart and look up. Soft breaths. Good. Soft eyes. Awesome. All right. From here, you can untuck your toes and stand up here on the knees. Hands can come to your hips. Take your shoulders and your elbows back. Draw the low ribs in and up, or the belly in and up. Good. We're going to turn so you can see. Take your left leg out to the left. And your toes can face forward, or your heel can come up, and your foot is facing away from you. Either way, notice if one hip is lifted, see if you can straighten them, and this right leg is straight. The hip is right above the knee. Good, we have a heel to knee kind of engage alignment here. Good. So don't lift this hip up too much. Draw the buttocks straight down. Lift up through the belly. Kind of squeezing the butt in a little bit here. And lifting this thigh up. Good. Take your arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Palm faces up. Bring your left hand to the left shin. And reach the right arm over the ear. Good. Press the back of your head into that shin as you lengthen through that underside of the waist and turn the torso toward the ceiling. Keep reaching. Good, and come back up slowly. Awesome. And switch. Gate pose. Gate pose. Wow. I'm sorry, it's like 100 degrees here. My brain is fried. So right foot out to the right. I'll get it. You can look it up. Your hip is over your knee, and your right leg is extended. Good. So foot could be like this, foot can be down. Do what works for your leg. Draw the buttocks in and down, like kind of squeeze them in, but not super tight, but you're bringing the tailbone into the body. Think of it that way. And then reach the arms up. Reach, really reach up. Inhale, exhale. Ooh, it's Parivartanasana. All right, press your hand into your shin and turn the torso. Lengthen this side if you can as you slide down. Just keep breathing. Make sure this hip stays above the thigh and that leg is strong. Good, and gently release, come back up. Woo! And legs back together, so just sit down on your heels. Awesome! Good, all right, couple of standing poses real quick. So go ahead and just come up to standing and separate your legs wide. And then you're going to turn your right, I'll mirror you now, turn your right toes forward, left heel back, square your hips towards the screen, arms reach out, bend your front knee, track it right over the center of your foot. So you want it to go, it's going to want to kind of go in, you want to open it out. Separate the feet if need be, we're lowering those hips to knee level. Press this left thigh back, right thigh open, squeeze the heels towards each other, lift up through the crown, shoulders relax down the back, pinkies slightly back, breathe. Good, warrior two. Good, find the ease in the pose. Can you breathe a little deeper to carry you through? Good, straighten your front leg. Really squeeze the muscles of the legs and the bones of your legs up towards your hip. Inhale to reach out, exhale down, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Lengthen through this underside of the body. Again, notice if you're really rounded. See if you can zip that right leg up into the hip more and find more length from the top of your hip crease, or from the hip crease to the armpit of that right side. You can take this arm behind your back with the back of the hand on the low back and roll the shoulder open. Look straight forward or you can look up. Strong legs. Good. Bring your sacrum, or you could think of your tailbone if that's easier. Bring that area of your body, the base of your spine, in line with the back of your skull, the top of your spine. Good. We're going to bring the hands down now to the floor. You can bend the front knee. Walk your hands through center for Prasarita Padottanasana. Wide leg forward fold. Angle those toes in. Press to the outer ankle. Zip the inseam of the leg up. So lift the inner arch. Lift the inner leg up. Really activate the groins. Lift. You want to feel the backs of the legs spreading to the sides. Sitting bones lifting. Lengthening through the front body, shoulders back, upper back, into the chest as you lengthen. Hands are right under shoulders. Good. Forward fold here. Bring your hands back, lift the buttocks up, fold at the hip crease. Maybe the crown comes to the floor. Elbows in, shoulders lifted, legs active. Walk your hands back out. Walk your hands over to the left foot. Good. And we're just going to find a little lunge here. Lunging into the left leg. And then bring that left knee down to the ground. And we're going to untuck the toes and find an Anjaneyasana. Draw the legs towards each other. Inhale. And exhale, hands down. Take a twist. Right hand down, left arm up. Maybe tuck the back toes, come back into the lunge. Good. Step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, come on down to the ground. Find a cobra pose here. Shoulders back, elbows in, legs firm and pressing down into the earth. Tops of the feet press. Buttock squeezes. Shoulders moving towards each other behind you. Draw the heels of the hand back and lengthen through the front body. Good. Press yourself up and back. Just come to a child's pose. I don't know if it's as hot as it is here, there. I'm in LA and it's literally 90 degrees. Give yourself your child's pose if you need it. This is a slow flow practice. So we're really just about feeling our way into the poses, feeling how it's affecting us. We're here to feel. Not necessarily to push. We're here to connect. We're here to breathe. To deepen your breath. Maybe sigh something out. Good. All right. We're just going to go ahead and push up to a downward facing dog. And then once again, you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet, forward fold at the back of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Bring the legs together. Zip them up. Two legs become one. And bend your knees. Sink the weight back towards your heels. Reach your arms forward. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Reach a little more forward and up. Biceps by the ears. Squeeze those legs together. Good. Press into your feet. Rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the heart. Good. Arms at your sides. Nice. Just come back into that wide shape. Legs apart. Turn the left toes forward now. Right heel back. And bend the front knee. Warrior two. Try to square your hips towards the side. But don't let this front knee come with it. It's going to want to. But it's pressing back. Press it back. It's trying to go over the middle toe here. Press the right thigh back. Notice if one hip is way up. We're trying to even that out. Trying to sit straight up through the torso. Pinkies back. Breathe. Look out over your left hands, maybe into the distance or maybe at your middle fingernail. Drishti gaze. Just that gaze that's looking straight back into your third eye. Awesome. Straighten your front leg. Zip the legs up. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, Trikonasana. Triangle pose. Maybe doing that behind the back with the top on. Press the right thigh back. Zip the left leg up. Pull that femur bone into the hip. Lengthen both sides of the waist. Turn the torso. If your butt's way back, you might need to think about squeezing the tailbone into the body, lengthening it through the crown of the head, and bringing the back of the skull in line with your sacrum. Awesome. All right, hands come down the inside, Prasarita Padottanasana. Once again, this time hands to the hips, press into your feet, and slowly stand on up. Hands come behind the back, interlace the fingers, or reverse prayer with the hands. Inhale to lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. If you have the hands interlaced, you're extending them down, pulling them down. Exhale to fold forward. If you have the hands in for reverse prayer, press them up into your chest, into your upper back to open the chest. If you have your hands interlaced, up and over the head. Legs are nice and strong. Inner leg presses towards the outer leg. Fold straight down. Crown toward the floor. Breathe. Gently release the hands down. Release the hands down. Good. Hands under your shoulders. Bring the upper back into the chest. Lengthen the spine as you press the legs back. And then exhale. Walk to the right. Right toes forward. Back heel up. Find a lunge. Keep it distance, and then take the knee to the ground and tuck the toes. Anjaneyasana. Nice. Breathe up through the fingertips. Support yourself with the legs. Good, and then bring the hands down. Left hand down, right arm up. Find your twist. Tuck the back toes if you like, straightening that leg. Awesome. And then go ahead. We're just going to bring ourselves back into a down dog. Woo! And then knees come down. Child's pose. Excellent. Go ahead and flip over onto your back. If you have a yoga block or a bolster, you want to grab that. We're just going to do a bridge pose and then a restorative bridge pose. So bring your feet in toward your hips, hip distance apart. Press the bottoms of the feet firmly into the ground. Allow the back, spine to be nice and long. Hands at your sides, tuck shoulder blades under. And then press your feet down, lift your hips up. Good. If you do have a block, maybe you put it in between your thighs and squeeze. Medium height or smallest. Lift those hips up. Squeeze your buttocks. Press your heels forward and down to bring more weight toward your shoulders. Keep shimmying those arms and shoulders more and more underneath. Maybe you like to interlace fingers underneath you and draw your fists towards your heels. Either way, the face and throat are relaxed. You're breathing, and then you slowly lower down. Awesome. All right. Restorative bridge time. Take your block, any setting, any height. Lift the hips up, slide it under. Could be a bolster, it could be 2 blankets. It can be a lot of height or just a little. You can extend one leg or both legs, perhaps. Keep the feet on the floor. Maybe walk the shoulders slightly back. Just see what feels right. The block should not be poking into your vertebra. It should be on your sacrum. It should feel like a little shelf at the bottom of the spine. Relax your face and your throat here. Nice deep breaths here. Start to settle in and notice where you might be able to relax a little bit. If you're on a super high setting with the block or with your props, maybe come down a little bit lower for the next couple breaths. And ease your way down. Or if you have one leg extended and you didn't extend the other one, switch legs. Soft eyes, soft throat, soft jaw, soft tongue, soft cheekbones. Relax your inner ear. Melt the forehead and the front of the brain. Press your feet into the floor, lift your hips, and bring your back down. You can hug your knees into your chest here. You rock side to side. Good. Grab a bolster or a blanket or a cushion. Just like we did in the beginning, extend the left leg long, pull your right knee to your chest, and then with the bolster on the left side, take your leg across the body to rest on top of it, and your right shoulder back towards the ground. Find a twist with support under your leg. Good. Make yourself comfortable. Adjust whatever needs to be adjusted. Breathe. Your knees like hanging in the air as mine kind of is. You can place something else underneath it so it really has something to rest on. Try to see that your foot is supported as well, the whole lower leg. Good. We'll slowly shift to the other side of our twist. So, in as little, as less of a disturbing way as you can, you'll bring props to the other side. Shift your hips back to center, extend the right leg, pull the left knee in, and then take the leg across the body. Want to find your twist. Left shoulder drops towards the floor. Use whatever props you need so your whole lower leg from the knee to the foot is supported. Good. All right. Very languidly into lying on your back. Shift your hips back to center. Extend the legs long. We're going to take the arms. We're taking a banana shape now. So you're going to walk your legs over to the left, keeping the hips down on the ground. So walk the legs over. And then you're going to start to lean the torso over as well and reach your arms out. Maybe your hands can interlace, or fingers can interlace, or you're just kind of taking the arms up and over. Maybe the right arm needs to come down a little bit, then the elbow. Maybe you take your left hand and grab the right wrist and pull. You do want to feel that nice stretch through the right side. You might even cross your left ankle on top of your right ankle. Keep your shoulders down, hips down. So you're leaning the limbs and the torso, everything over. Your hips anchor you down, everything else is kind of swaying over to the left like a banana. Take a few deep breaths here. Breathing into that opening in the right side. Really breathe it in. Breathe it out. Deep breaths. Take 3 more deep breaths. And you can slowly shift over to the left side of your banana. Hip centered. You kind of come back to neutral if you can first for a moment, Shavasana, and then walk the legs over to the right. Maybe hook the right ankle on top of the left, and walk the arms and the torso over to the right. Maybe you grab your left wrist with your right fingers and hold it. Just feeling how long that left side can be. Maybe you practice the arms. Do whatever feels good here as you stretch into your banana. Leaving space into the left side. Take 3 more deep breaths. Come back to center when you're ready. And when you've arrived back at center, hug your knees into your chest. Bring your nose up to your knees, hug yourself into a little ball, big breath in, squeeze all your muscles if you can. Face everything squeezes into a little C shape, and then exhale to expand, let everything go. Shavasana. Bring that bolster or cushion or pillow if you have something underneath your knees. Pillow under your head if you like. Maybe swipe buttock flesh from the low back toward the heels. Lengthening the back along the ground. Shoulder blades tucked under. Palms facing up. Let everything go. Deep breath in, side out. Good. Relax here into your Shavasana. Stay here for at least 10 full cycles of breath, if not more. If you can stay for a little bit longer than that, do so. At least 10 full, slow, and sweet inhales and exhales. And I'll leave you here to it. Have a beautiful day. Be well and take good care. Thank you.